Welcome back. Do I have to cut out alcohol for weight loss? Saw this on Reddit. See if you can relate to it. I'm trying to lose 20 to 30 pounds, but I still want to enjoy life and be social and drink. I do strength training, Pilates, swim, walk, and hike. I have a daily calorie target. How many drinks per week is an acceptable amount and still lose weight? I would like to avoid having to cut it out completely. Let me tell you, you can enjoy life without cutting out anything at all. You just have to contextualize your choices with your overall goals. We're going to talk about in this video. Welcome. My name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance, where I build adaptive business leaders through compassionate health coaching. The guilt-free game plan is the most compassionate way to build self-control so you lose weight without all or nothing diets or believing that you have to cut out some of the things you enjoy, potentially alcohol. So what happens a lot of times when people go on these weight loss journeys, they start to wonder if they have to cut out things completely, whether it's sugar or their favorite foods, favorite desserts, or alcohol. And then you can't have fun, you feel bad, and you hate it, so you don't keep up with it and you quit. And then you wonder if something's wrong with you, or you wonder if you're an alcoholic or something. All right, so that's got its own question to it. But what I want to tell you about drinking alcohol is you can do it. It's just not necessarily healthy for you. It's not a vitamin. It's not a pro health choice, but I understand if that's what you want to do. However, when it comes to energy and calories, you will always get the consequences of your choices. This isn't something like you want to have fun, so then you have it like a drink or something, and then it doesn't count the calories anymore, right? Or like vacation calories don't count. If you ingest those calories, your body is going to have to deal with them, and that can contribute to weight gain, especially when you're trying to lose weight, usually by being in a calorie deficit, burning more calories than you're using over a span of time. And when you're talking about some of these drinks, like 123 calories in a glass of wine or 100 calories in a White Claw or a light beer, those add up if you just have one. And if you have like maybe a 1,500 calorie diet, 1,800 calorie diet, something like that, you think about how one or two of those can add up and have a big impact on what you're doing. But still, you don't have to cut them out completely. What we want to do is help you make active, empowered choices that support whatever goals you choose, including your quality of life, social time, weight loss, health outcomes, and schedule. Click like if that's something that you're into. So the major question I always have for people, clients, anybody really in general, what does the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like? Take a minute to think of that. Is that cutting out some of the things that maybe you know you shouldn't be drinking? Or does it include those things because you don't want to socially outcast yourself or for any number of reasons? All right, what does that healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams look like? Then, what does enjoying life and being social mean to you? A lot of times people think that when they can't drink alcohol, they can't have fun or they can't be social. And that's something that deserves questioning. At the same time, if you decide that is how you want to have fun, be social, and it's appropriate and legal for you to do so, then that can be part of it as well. We want to keep those calories in mind. It's cheap calories, and it makes healthy eating choices harder. This comes up all the time when, the places you go to drink alcohol usually don't have like, the healthiest foods available, the high fiber foods. It's usually the fatty foods, the fried foods, the French fries themselves. You might be mixing drinks with soda. Those kinds of things add up. Or if you go to Taco Bell afterwards or any of those late night food stops, right? Then you're eating more extra calories in addition to drinking calories that affect your judgment, right? Alcohol makes it harder to make sound decisions, and it adds more calories on their own. You're going to be hungry afterwards. So keep all that in mind and then decide what's an appropriate amount for you to drink in that context. How important is that alcoholic beverage to your health goals or to your social goals? And really put it in context. That's what I said. It's important and valuable to contextualize it instead of just making an all or nothing approach. Because when you do stuff all or nothing, that's how you get those New Year's resolutions things where you do it for a few days and then something happens and you're like, oh, well, I'm not going to do that anymore. And you give up and then you wonder what's wrong with you. Don't do that. Alcohol, as I mentioned, not necessarily good for you. It's actually a carcinogen. I linked an article below so you can read more. How does alcohol affect weight loss? And it goes over some of that stuff. If you want help understanding how to balance your nutrition without an all or nothing approach, like cutting out all alcohol or ways that, take away the fun out of leading to healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams, you can book a call. That's linked below. Love to talk about what you want, what you've tried, and how I can help. That's what I do as a guilt-free health coach. Then next you can watch Wondering If You Need a Health Coach, What Does a Health Coach Do? I'll put that over here. So that's today's message. You don't have to do an all or nothing approach. As always, keep practicing. Peace.